in the first two games, and it is like, okay, pushing bot, we have Elise Renekton, and we have M&S on the thing that he was just getting constant solo kills in Academy. Like, you can make an entire highlight.
We'll see if you can get the smite.
Nicely done.
Oh, no,
Yeah, Blabber has the blue buff. Blabber was able to steal that one away, but now he's got to get out. Never mind, they're just baiting the Guardians in. Cloud9 ready for the fight. It's first blood back to Berserker as M&S and Gory will continue their square off their 1v1 back here in the mid lane. M&S with some fancy feet.
This time around, sticking around to help with the wave.
Yeah, but M&S is so low. Okay, now he can stay around. Now they got that Nami heal, the Aerie shield. So they bring the extra member, because I was going to say, they're kind of playing with fire here.
Whoa.
And the Ignite is going to be dropped there. That was a small Ignite. He's just dead.
He is having as much fun as you have with your friends in Clash.
Actually, probably a lot more fun. There's a lot more winning than I tend to do in
Depends
Clash.
on your
Yeah,
friends.
yeah.
I know your friends.
Well, Blabber and Cloud9 are going to collect the first Drake of the level 6 point that Elise does, unlocking the ult, getting that extra potential for playmaking as they want to find the Renekton and Elise combo, but Fudge is stunned before he can use the Ruthless Predator to lock down Licorice's cannon. They go for the dive anyway. Fudge has to back away. Licorice goes in to finish off. Licorice makes it a 1-for-1.
Pretty clean from Licorice. Golden Guardians are still coming, even with the turret there, making them run to the other half of the map. Meanwhile, Berserker does trade out his ulti.
Stixay's not done. He rides the wall to continue the chase as Sven tries to stop him with the tidal wave. Bubble right back onto Stixay, but now he receives the wild growth to make sure there's no danger. Golden Guardians want to get this shoved up. Gory's in trouble, avoids the damage from the chain, but the CC and the follow-up from Blabber is there, or is it? Blabber gets the kill, but it was
solo to Licorice, and that is going to be a big chunk of gold here.
so much gold in the pockets of
Power
Licorice.
spike for Cloud9 bottom lane. Give up the dragon. It's just a Cloud Dragon. Nobody overextend. Licorice has a massive lead on top side with
Watch, where it's going to be all about execution here. Who can hit those skill shots? Who can make those plays happen? Because anyone can be picked off.
Nice, they go in on Blabber to burst him down, and River gets the kill. Both sides thought they had the better situation, but it's Golden Guardians who strike first. Not fully committing to this, Golden Guardians will secure the Herald without a fight.
Yeah, Cloud9 are just fishing around, allowing...
M&S now needs to retreat away as Gory approaches. Stixay's eating a full culling. Berserker with the Gale Force execution. You wanted to see the MVP? There he is.
Right on your screen, and Licorice trying to escape from Fudge, but the Prowler's Claw follows.
Prowler's Claw to keep him on top of the vulnerable enemy laner, and Blabber shows up to the zone.
He knows job's not done. They've got a lot of work to do here.
Golden Guardians summoning up the Herald in mid lane, bringing in the teleport as well. Gory wants to come in from behind. Golden Guardians looks for the angle. Everfrost onto 3. The engage comes through. Gory goes back over the wall. Now rejoining the rest of the Guardians as the Herald collides into the tier 1 turret. Golden Guardians go for the move, but they don't get anybody.
Watching the game between the Ahri with multiple ult charges and the Prowler. Oh!
River, he gets jumped on. M&S kills the enemy tier 1 turret. They have a safe exit route, and they have Soul Point.
Yeah, nice defensive Everfrost there from Gory to put that flash LeBlanc.
1,000 gold, but it's the Drakes that are the big problem at this point in the game. Licorice face checking the LeBlanc. Tanky enough to not worry about the immediate burst, but now Fudge is coming up too. Licorice tries to disengage, but Blabber's coming in to catch him. He repels up to close the gap as Licorice uses Slicing Maelstrom defensively, but he won't take the jungler with him.
Finish it here. So Cloud9, they make the long play. You saw the mini-map right before they make...
True, pure physical damage threat.
I love it. It's going to be the most mobile crocodile you've ever seen. With the Prowler's Claw mobility as well as the speed from Force of Nature.
C9, they find some damage onto River, but not enough. Considering they're down 3v4, Fudge gets a solo kill on
both of them pretty important, but in the end, another tower for Cloud9. Backs against the walls. They got beat in the early game.
If you're trying to deal with this crocodile, he's very resilient now to the damage of both those solo laners and can continue to disrupt in these fights. Stixay is having a tough game as Licorice tries to get away from Blabber. Slicing Maelstrom used defensively. Berserker kills him in the air, and Cloud9 keeps the gravy train rolling. River's gonna die next, and Berserker gets a double kill. Close. not only is the setup for this objective good, but notice that timer in the top left corner of your screen. They can't get anything back on Golden Guardian's side, and now Cloud9 closer. That sweeper might have seen one of the silhouettes of the Golden Guardians waiting in the brush. M&S using the Baron-empowered minions to take down the last little bit of HP from that Tier 1 tournament in the mid lane. Cloud9 with total control over the Drake. Golden Guardians retreating, deciding to give the soul at 25 minutes.
And I think their read was, if we can get a pick, we can maybe just give it over, and now your job becomes that much harder with these Mountain Soul shields on Cloud9. Look at M&S!
Look at Licorice, you can't! He's gone, he's dead. 45 seconds of a 5v4 for C9.
Now you see him, now you don't. And Cloud9 with the Baron buff, they can really push. They want to end this game very quickly. 25 minutes inside the base. How do you stop this LeBlanc? It's only like a polymorph from Huhi that M&S really has to worry about.
M&S having a very nice game here so far. 2-1-3, absolutely fearless on the LeBlanc this game, as now they find some CC on Huhi, some burst on River, a kill for Berserker, and no counterpunch for the Golden Guardians. Stixxay's about to die, and M&S writes his epitaph as Gory retreats back to the Nexus turret. The inhibitor falls bottom lane. C9, 5 men strong versus only 3 Golden Guardians left standing. Gory is eviscerated, and Fudge cuts him in half. Now C9's just looking to end the game, but River and Licorice are trying to defend. Second Nexus turret falls. Golden Guardians still have to try to keep fighting. River and Licorice versus the world. River's very low. Berserker's determined to just kill the Nexus, and Cloud